Welcome back, everybody, to the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough. This is part 20, the big 2-0. I remember saying that before. I can't remember where, though. Anyway, gonna be switching things up again with the second team switch of the playthrough. Gonna be switching some Pokemon around. People were actually confused the first time I did it. If I switch Pokemon out, it doesn't mean I'm gonna be getting rid of it forever. As you can see, I'm bringing back Leddyba. Team Red Ranger, of course, is quite happy about this, as well as the newly formed Team Big Fat Bug. Team Tartart and Team Bats and Video Games, I'm sure, are very upset about this. Team UMAD, rejoice! Magikarp is coming back. Unfortunately, Team Fluffer, Skip Bloom has to stay behind for a little bit. So sorry. Nobody pay attention to the glitch sprites on the screen, please. Everybody just divert your eyes. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. God, Magikarp, I'll never get over how its eyes make it look like it's about to die any second, you know. Carp! You know, that whole voice makes it sound like it's dying and all that. Team Pineco members, so sorry. Have to switch out Pineco to make a free space. So, once again, change reflected on the bottom. Now, why did I do that? Well, after you talk to Bill, if you go back to his house in Goldenrod City and stalk him like a crazy fanboy, he will throw an Eevee at you to make you go away. And then you have an Eevee. And I want an Eevee! So we got an Eevee! We received the Eevee! Ah, there it is. There it is. It's Eevee, yeah. We're totally going to give this thing a nickname. What am I going to nickname it? Well, I had to think about it on the spot, really, because I didn't think about it too hard. So I decided to go with My Life is Average. Because Eevee's pretty average. He's a normal type, you know. He's very modest and average, and his life is average. You know what? I don't know, okay? Leave me alone. Anyway, oh yeah, and then she says that, the little girl says that she has a phone number for you, and of course, my reaction to anything involving phone numbers is no! But then I remembered, oh yeah, this is Bill's phone number, so I might as well. What do you have to say to this fireball? No, 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 no. No! There's no time for playing. There's only time for moving on. Time to have Eevee in front. How you doing? Look at him all jumping behind me. Aw, he's so happy. Well, he better do his best, I'm telling you, because we're time skipping. And when I was going through the national park, this happened. It all depends on how much you ride around on the bicycle. Once you ride around on the bicycle a certain amount of time, the guy will call you and give you said bicycle for free. Because getting free things is always good. You know, I've been getting free things all throughout this playthrough. Might as well not stop here. Eevee, go get this level 15 Stantler. I know you can do it. You're only level 5, but you've got a lot of heart. Never mind, we're going to switch in to... No, I don't think Magikarp's going to be the best idea here, and Citizen's App might be a little bit too strong. Let's match him up with Leddyba. Leddyba, show him who's the boss. Fine then, let him do Leer, that's fine too, but you know what? Leddyba has Comet Punch. Also Reflect, I think, maybe. I might do that. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember this. I meant to do Reflect, but by mistake I did Light Screen. And then I was like, oops. I might as well just go with this. And then he uses Stomp. Let's just say that Leddyba got squashed by Leddyba got squashed like a bug. That's just terrible, I know, but you know what? That was one heck of a hit. Poor Leddyba. Darn it. I was very upset about this, I must say. But you know what? We're going to move forward. We're going to avenge Leddyba by destroying him soundly with Fireball. Getting Eevee some level up. Yes, of course. And getting Fireball some level up as well. Yes, of course. Alrighty then. So I think everything's going on good here, you know. Leddyba, he put up a fight, but it wasn't really fighting, but it was something. So he, like I said, you know, my Pokemon have lots of heart. And now we got another one of those fancy time skip things where a bunch of level ups happen. And a bunch of new moves are learned. So Eevee learning Sand Attack. And now Growl. Gonna get rid of Helping Hand because... Well, you know, there's not too many double battles in the game, and, you know, it's not really terribly useful, so I just said, why the heck not? Get rid of it. Alrighty then. I never find myself using it anyway, even in a double battle. So, quick attack. Quick attack going to replace tackle, more than likely. Yes, indeed. Alrighty. And poof. That's another learned new move. And now we move on to Big Fat Bug. Yanma. Yanma's getting some level ups. He's getting some new moves as well. Sonic Boom. I hate that move when it's used against me, but you know what? I'm going to annoy the heck out of the AI by using it against them. Does 20 damage every single time. Very good for this point of the game, I must say. Takes things down about 3-4 hits. Detect. Well, this is just fancy. Now he has Detect as well. He can protect himself. Let's see, what are we going to get rid of? All of these moves look pretty good, but then I decided to go ahead and get rid of Foresight. Because, well, even though, spoiler alert, the next gym is Ghost type, I'm pretty sure I won't have too much trouble with it. And Supersonic, but no, you know what, Zubat, oh god, what am I doing? What am I doing in this playthrough? Zubat has Confuse Ray now, so that's a lot better. And Red Ranger, getting him some level up. And a new move as well, Mach Punch. Mach Punch! It's so fast, it's like lightning. And we're gonna get rid of, I believe, Comet Punch because, well, Mach Punch has more accuracy, it's faster, and I really hate how, for one thing, how forever it takes Comet Punch to actually go through. And for another thing that, you know, it's all based on luck. What? Red Ranger is evolving? Well, this is totally unexpected. Big surprise, I must say. Here it comes. It's the fancy Red Ranger himself. It's Ledian. Yes, he did. He evolved. All right. So that's good to know. Alrighty then. So now he's a legitimate Red Ranger. He looks a lot different now. God. What are you up to? He's playing around. There's no time for playing around. It's time for more grinding. Magikarp. Finally. Getting to level 20. I'm sure plenty of people know what that means. It's time for him to evolve. It's finally here. The man of the hour. The one that I spoke of so many times. It's Gyarados time. Oh yeah. He looks pretty mad, I must say. He looks pretty gosh darn perturbed. Yes. Using big words. Alright. And he immediately learns a fancy new. Oh my god, look at the size of him. Oh my god. Well, as long as he's happy, then I have no problems with it. It's just like his following sprite is so gigantic. It's freaking hilarious. Look at that. I love that. That is so great. Alright. So we got some definitely good leveling ups and all that. I should be showing my Pokemon's level eventually. Alrighty then. Yeah, okay, so if you go and talk to this guy, he will give you a fancy dowsing machine that was introduced in Pokemon Platinum and Diamond and Pearl. Sorry, I usually think of Platinum first because that's the one that I actually played. Sigh. Alrighty then. So, yeah, okay, so he basically just explains how to use it, but anybody who's familiar with Diamond and Pearl will know how to use it. I'm going to register it because, unfortunately, unlike Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, it doesn't have the fancy touchscreen switch option. You have to register items. Yeah, it's unfortunate but true. And now I realize that, well, when you register a second item, you actually have to physically click on it on the touchscreen. I don't know why. The first time I said it, like, you can register things to X as well. X is to open the menu. I have no idea why I even assumed that. So anyway, there's the fancy dowsing machines thingy, but unfortunately it goes away when you go into buildings. Crap. Yeah, there seems to be a Team Rocket person here in the kimono girl's place. I don't like where this is going. Oh god, he's dancing around like a fool. I must say. Everybody's just watching him, except for that guy on the left. He's just like, I don't feel like watching this. That was just weird. I thought he was spinning around like that, you know, to, you know, find trainers, you know, like a trainer that looks for battles. But no, that wasn't quite happening, so I had to actually physically talk to him. God, they're making me do too much work. Gyarados! Gyarados, go get him! He's only got a level 12 coughing. He's most certainly a joke of a grunt. I'm going to just bite him. And then he's going to tackle. But I doubt that's going to... Wow, God, that... Oh. Gyarados, Gyarados, Gyarados. See, this is the exact reason why I most certainly wanted a Gyarados much earlier in the game than the one at the Lake of Rage. Because people were indeed asking me, oh, speaking of Rage, Dragon Rage, you mad? He's learned Dragon Rage. People were saying, why didn't you just get the Gyarados at the Lake of Rage? You know, it's shiny and all that, and it's level 30. But I said, you know, when you train Pokemon from lower levels, they get more EVs, effort values, and also the fact that I can have a Gyarados earlier than the Lake of Rage is pretty gosh darn awesome, I gotta say. So this place actually in Gold and Silver was actually, when you come in here, you would actually just randomly battle the Kimono Girls. There'd be 5 of them, and they each have the, well, at the time, each of the 5 EV evolutions, evolutions, as it were. And once you beat them, then that old guy who just talked to me would, just like in the originals, come up to you and give you HMO3, which is Surf. And we're going to give you Mad Surf because Surf is a very good move. And I wonder what I'm gonna get rid of, seriously. Anyways, so Surf and Fly are like the only 2 HMs that I really don't mind because they are very, very good attacks. The others, no, just no. Anyways, so moving on, where are we going? Okay, we're gonna go buy stuff, and we're gonna super speed this, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna read some of those fancy shoutouts. Pokemon's RPG says, I really started to love Pokemon ever since I started playing Pokemon Yellow, and when I played the minigames on Pokemon Stadium with my brother and sister. Those were the best times, and I still love Pokemon to this day. My favorite Pokemon is by far Squirtle. He has been my favorite from the beginning. I've never had a different favorite Pokemon, and he is really cool on the show as well as in the games. I remember when Pokemon Stadium was coming out, and my friends and I were just going nuts over this game. It was like the best thing to happen to Pokemon. You could battle your Pokemon on TV in 3D. Oh my god. That was the frickin' best thing ever. I remember we just, like, before it even came out, we were treating it like it was the best game ever. It was so great. Anyway, now I'm going inside the Tin Tower, but it's called something different here. I can't remember what. Dang it, it just said it too. Come on, talk to this guy. The weird thing is, I was told that in front of this place was actually a guy who would take your picture, and I wanted that to happen, but, oh, Bell Tower, that's it, the Bell Tower. Now it's the Bell Tower instead of the Tin Tower. But I couldn't quite find the guy, and I was running around like a crazy person for a little while. But, anywho, yeah, Pokemon Stadium, that was so much fun. Pokemon Stadium 2, I think, was actually better. The Burned Tower. Well, anybody who's played Gold and Silver knows what the Burned Tower entails. Hey, look, it's coughing. Yes, that's right. What are those 3 fancy guys down there? I love how you can just conveniently see them down there. That's so insane. Who's this crazy blonde-haired guy? He's Eusine, and he's on the trail of Suicune. Interesting. Yes, anybody who's played Crystal as well will definitely remember Eusine. That guy is just, he's nuts about Suicune, I must say. He's crazy about Suicune. Not crazy about the other 2, but Suicune definitely. Alright, so, gonna talk to this guy. Hey, look, it's Ecruteak's gym leader, Morty. Alrighty. So then, Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. Alright. He has to know things about stuff because he's a gym leader. Oh, crap. Well, now, this is just a who's who of important NPCs, isn't it? You know, I want a legendary Pokemon, and you're not going to get one, Zero. Deal with it. They're Uber tier, Zero. They're Uber tier. Anyway, here we go. Battle number 3 with Zero. Whoosh. Yeah, he's so nonchalant like that. He's still got a Ghastly. I'm going to show him that I've got my fancy Gyarados. And in the meantime, Toad FTW23 simply says his favorite memory was, in quotes, whoops, I killed the Raikou. Wow. Wow. Just, that speaks volumes. It really does. And his favorite Pokemon is Totodile. Magnemite. I can't remember if he had a Magnemite before. I don't think he did. No, pretty sure he did. Pretty sure he only had 3 Pokemon last time. Magnemite! Half Steel this time, so it's time for Fireball to show him who's boss. I could have used Dig, but you know what? Flame Wheel is better, and you know, you get stabbed from it and all that. And it's faster too, you know. I have time limits. No, wait a minute. No, I don't. I don't have time limits anymore. That's why this video is already over 15 minutes. And a level up for Fireball. And here comes this fancy Croconaw. I'm sure this thing is still tank-like. So we're going to definitely give Croconaw its true rival. I would most certainly, like, you know, in the vein of rivals, I would say that Citizen Zap is a better rival for Croconaw than Fireball is. So Citizen Zap, go get him! Show them who's the boss. Him, it. Is it a him or her? Him, okay. Thunder Wave, taking it down to 25% of its speed. I finally learned this and remembered it. Thanks, Spikes395, for reminding me. 25% of its speed, so that is one heck of a drop in speed. So yeah, like I said, Cotton Spore, kind of redundant to have, so next time Citizen Zap gets a new move that I can see myself using, I will most certainly get rid of Cotton Spore. That's it for you, Croconaw. 673 EXP means a level up for Citizen Zap. Alrighty then. So man, this battle is just this battle is getting, or I'm sorry, these battles I should say are getting more and more decisively in my favor. I must say, because my Pokemon are getting more and more badass by the moment. And yes, as you saw, my Pokemon all leveled up, not just the ones that I showed in the fancy time skippery montage type thing. Okay, so we're finally going to switch out Yanma. God, that took forever. And let's see, Drossia Witch, Kathy. She says, I remembered something, in all caps and 3 exclamation marks. Well, this should be interesting. This one time, me and a friend of mine were battling each other on Pokemon Pearl. My friend was a hacker and got a Spiritomb with the ability Wonder Guard. I knew I was going to lose since it was impossible to do any damage to it, but when I came down to my last Pokemon, which was Heatran, we were distracted because Naruto was showing on TV, and we both liked to watch it. Hee Naruto. When I got a chance to look at the game, Spiritomb had actually been damaged somehow. Weird. And her favorite Pokemon is Lantern. Alrighty. So that was interesting. Right, another weakling. Yes, of course, of course. You know, I beat you, but that makes me a weakling somehow. Be quiet, Zero. Ha. Be quiet. Quiet, you. Wait, what was that thing? Screw you, go away. That's it. It's been a while. Anyway, so he just shoves me out of the way, so, well, that's it for that. Anyway, that's it for this part of the Pokemon SoulSilver playthrough with no time limits. Join me in part 21, where we'll equally have no time limits. And, you mad? What do you have to say about this? Oh, well, you know, just keep an eye on that, because guess who I'm going to use as a cushion when we fall? You.